home range starts where the motorized travel stops. I lay in my bedroll with the stars up above. I ride mules, hunt with a longbow, and I eat the animals I kill. I refuse to apologize for my cultural legacy, which is being dismantled by the values of modern society. God has given us the right to do as we please, and I will uphold that right at all costs. Well, the bars on the door say that we're not eating breakfast this morning. Morning. Today I'm gonna go explore some new country and hang some game cameras. My game cameras have been being pieces of junk, so I went and bought new ones. And we're gonna go hang them up. I'm about a month and a half late, 2 months late on hanging game cameras, but you know what? We'll just do it the old school way and go out here and sit on a funnel somewhere and hopefully kill a deer. Found some really pretty country last weekend with my brother and his kids, so I'm gonna go back and hang some better cameras that actually take pictures. I don't know what was up with my other cameras. They were brand new, had brand new batteries, brand new SD cards. Formatted the SD cards, but it would get a picture of me riding off, but it would never get a picture of me showing back up, checking the cameras. So I have no idea what the deal is. But anyhow, got some new cameras that I tested out here at the house, and they're working, so everything ought to be good now. So if you pay attention to your animal, you'll see right here she's focused on something. And if you look up there, there's a big freaking skunk right in the middle of the road. Ooh, he's raising that tail. I wonder how far them things can fray. Hey, easy, easy. I ain't gonna harm you. Oh, crap. That dude tried chasing us down. Stupid thing. I hate a skunk. It's pretty dang quiet today. I ain't got my nephews with me. A little bit sad about it. It's fun watching them. I remember being that age. And Dad got me my first horse whenever I was about 5 years old. It was a stud paint horse. I named him Doc. Went an otter. Bunch of wildlife this morning already. Deer and otter and skunks. But I named him Doc. He was a stud paint horse with crystal blue eyes. And he was so poor when Dad got him. Dad paid $100 for him, and he got a sack of feed thrown in with him, but I don't think the people had ever used a sack of feed on him. He was just a bag of bones. But I remember being so proud whenever we come back with that old paint horse in the trailer. And we tied him up there at the house, and Dad threw me up on his back, and I felt like John Wayne. And I remember that feeling that them boys are having right now riding that paint horse. Not the same paint horse. That paint horse, he started getting some groceries in him, and he started getting a little wild. He's a stud, and he's probably 10 or 12 years old whenever we got him. My oldest brother and his buddy, they didn't know nothing about horses. They went and got on him, and they both ate dirt a few times. So Dad, the paint horse, he was getting a little wild. So Dad took him to Doc Tilly, and Tilly cut him, gelded him. And I remember taking him over there. I was a nervous wreck. I was afraid he was gonna hurt my horse, even though he wasn't a very good horse. We went over there, he gelded him, and he told us to take him home and ride him. He said, "You can break that horse right now." And we went home, and Dad threw a saddle on him. I remember it just like yesterday. And threw me up there, and me and that horse was best friends from then on. It was one of the best trail horses that I ever had. You could stick just about anybody on him. I'd stick my cousin on him, and cousins that never rode horses before, and he was one that he was just as honest as the day is long. But that's where I fell in love with riding horses and animals. I mean, Dad's land butted up to Forest Service, and I'd be 9, 10, 12 years old by myself, just riding through the woods on this old paint horse. And here sometime back, there was a boy that was over cutting firewood at my dad's house, and he was petting on old Doc out there in the field. And I'd quit riding Doc because I'd gotten into roping and all that good stuff, and that boy was out there petting Doc. And I could tell, I mean, this boy, he's probably 10 years old, 12 years old, and I could tell he was just absolutely in love with him. So I went out there and I said, "You took a liking to old Doc, have you?" He said, "I love this horse." And he was just petting all over him. He said, "Can I get on him?" I said, "Yeah." Threw him up there on him. He just stood there. And I told him, we sat there and talked for a minute. And I told him, "Well, if your daddy says it's all right, just whenever you get done cutting this firewood, bring a trailer over and you can have this horse." And they come over and got him, and as far as I know, he's still living. I mean, he's got to be close to 30 years old. But old Doc, that's how I got into loving riding. I remember that feeling until I die. The feeling of sitting on top of him whenever I was 5 years old just felt like I was on top of the world, you know. It's a feeling that I think everybody that is into horses or equine, it's a feeling that you ask them, when was the first time you sat on a horse, what did it feel like? And it's all the same. You can't describe it. Just something that gets in you. Everybody's got their stuff, I guess. I don't know what's wrong with that snake. He ain't moving. I hope he's dead. You see him right there? The water moccasin. I ain't no vet. I think that snake was dead. There's an old government plot out here. I eased up. It's pretty early in the morning. It's like 7 o'clock. I eased up, and there's a deer out here in it. I can't see his head. Its body looks like it's a buck. Amazing how close you can get to these animals whenever you're on the back of a mule or a horse. We're at about 100 yards right here. She's just out there feeding. I'm gonna need to start easing up. See if we can get really close to her. There she is. There she goes. She just took off right there. There she goes up the mountain. See her going up the mountain. There's two of them. Deer don't know how many feet a mule has. We just got, I don't know if y'all could see it on this little handheld camera. They were just right out there in the middle of that old, I say plot, but it's not planted. It's just crap, weeds and grass that grows up. But they were right out there, probably 50 yards, 45 yards. And she blew and took off up the hill, and there was another one laying down with her. But old Bear Claw Chris Lapp, he is right. You can get close to animals on a mule or a horse. I mean, if I'd have had my gun ready, I could have rode up within 60 yards of them, slipped my gun up over the saddle. They'd have been done for. I got a gun, but it's not gun season. I've been searching high and low. So this is a white oak tree. The acorns this year are, I don't know, they're super spotty, which is really good for hunting. Bear season is in 2 or 3 weeks, 3 weeks. Last year I got screwed because the acorns hit the day before season, so they quit hitting my bait barrel. That's the only thing that I'll bait is a bear. But they quit hitting my bait barrel because the acorns, they'll cull anything for an acorn. And this right here is one of the only trees around that I've found. There's something running up the ridge over there. This is one of the only trees around that I've found that has some acorns on it. And they're spotty. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see up there. There's those two. There's another one right there. And then another 3. There's just not very many acorns. Which, that makes it to where if you can find a tree that's dropping, you're gonna kill something. Bear, deer, something. Go some turkey. So I put a camera over here on a little white oak tree, a small one, and I always hang mine up high. Most of the time I'm on my mule and I'll hang them up this high and I'll angle them down. For some reason I didn't on this one. And I just hung it about 3-4 foot off the ground. I don't know why I did that. The bear are terrible back here. There's bear everywhere back here. But I put it here watching these. I mean, there's a little saddle here. I put it there watching that. It's turned completely around. Turned completely around here. Okay, so it was facing that way. Now it's facing this way. So it's all cockeyed and stuff. So we'll see if it's got anything on it. Cameras that wasn't acting right. I doubt it's got anything on it. It may have me sitting there playing with it whenever I was getting it started, but I doubt it has anything else. That bear didn't rough it up too bad. He just scratched it a little. I'm going to pull this camera down because it's a piece of crap. And I'm going to hang a different one here, but hang it higher. Alright, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Where we were at was a little saddle where a couple ridges come together. And I seen a trail heading up the mountain here. We're a long ways up. You can't really tell it because it's so thick with pine. I don't know if you can see that mountain in the background. But it's super thick up here. Really thick with just young growth. There's some hickories and some oaks and whatnot growing. So, pretty sure this is probably where they're bedding up here. I'm gonna go up here see if I can see some sheds or something. This is a place that people don't go. It's stupid steep. Yeah, we're coming on up now. This trail just goes right up here and all this stuff, so let's see if we can get up here and find some sheds and see where they're bedding at. Alright, so this right here is what it turned into. Just not at all as I was expecting. I was expecting it to just get really thick and really steep, but it opened up, which is great for hunting. So, it's really thick back here, up on this big knob. And there's an old fire trail right through here where we're at. There's a nice little saddle, huge drain, and then the big mountain. So I thought we were coming up the big mountain here, but we're not. It gets bigger. This is awesome. I'm gonna hang a camera here. This is the kind of stuff you don't find much. It's rough. It's rough getting here. And if I shoot a deer, there ain't but one way you're getting it out, and that's packing it out. You ain't dragging it. This is some rough stuff. Holy cow. I'm excited. I'm gonna hang a camera on this. This right here may be our ticket. It's back here behind me. That's a heck of a pinch. It's probably 30 feet across until it just goes straight down, and then straight up the mountain here. That's getting super thick up there. I think that's probably where they're bedding at. I see trails going up into that stuff, so I'm not going to go any farther up there. Because I don't care to. I'm not going to be able to hunt that stuff. It's getting too thick. But if I can get right here where there's some hickory and oaks. See, this goes down to that nice oak ridge. And this is a heck of a pinch point. This is the only way they can get there unless they go down that. Not saying they won't, but it's less likely. So I'm going to put a camera on this and just see what's happening. Oh, these cameras are getting pretty frustrating. I don't know if you see it there. There's a scrape right here. That's a big one. We made it. It's a mock scrape. I just scratched on the ground. There was a licking branch here already, so I just dug up the dirt, got it real soft again, and my nephew took a leak in it. There's deer tracks in it. Got up here, pulled the card on this camera. Nothing. Piece of junk. There's deer tracks in it. It didn't even get me riding up here to check the camera. So basically, I have no idea what's back here. I'm just going to have to do like the old school. It's August the 31st right now. So, I'm not going to come back here till opening day of bow season. Sorry. I'm not going to come back here till the opening day of bow season. Play it by ear. Just eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Sit wherever I feel like it. And just watch. And check the cameras that I've just put out. Because they're good cameras. They actually work. I got those for Christmas. And they've not worked. Not a single time. They'll get a picture of me leaving. And that's it. Nothing else. Just quite amazing, honestly. But anyhow. I'm going to leave it up. I hope a bear tears it down and rips it to shreds. Y'all go tag like Moultrie or something or another and get them to send me some cameras or something. I can't afford them. That's what I need. One of those stealth cams or spy point or something. Tacticam. I don't have any service back here at all. There's no service with anybody that carries any kind of service. There's nothing back here, which is awesome. But I need one of those. I need a good camera that takes pictures and videos whenever I ask it to. That's all I'm asking for, really. I didn't think it was that complicated. I guess it is. I don't know what brand those are, but I'll let you look at it there. Don't get it. Piece of junk. Okay, we made it out. Back in the truck, heading home now. We had a good time. Found a lot of deer sign, found a lot of bear sign. I wish my cameras wasn't pieces of crap, but I got 3 good ones out there now. The 2 are absolute junk. So, I took one of them back. I'm going to get the good batteries out of it and the SD card. And the other one I left out there for a bear to rip up. I don't even know why I left it. But I'll buy me some more cameras this week and keep trying to throw them out. But we're just going to go old school. Come out here and we're going to set on funnels and all that good stuff. And see if we can stick us something with the brand new Faith Alone bow. It's a 50-pound longbow, man. It's sweet. But anyhow, guys, we appreciate you watching. Hopefully, in the near future, we'll have some land. And y'all can come down and we can all go ride together. And all that good stuff. But we appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Tag your grandmas, tag your grandpas. We appreciate y'all.